New at 10, a federal jury convicted a former area police officer accused of beating a handcuffed man. Today, jurors found Samuel Davis guilty of multiple charges, including deprivation of rights under color of law. According to federal prosecutors, on July 4th, 2023, Davis took Charles Garman into custody for allegedly shoplifting instead of taking Davis to jail. Prosecutors say he drove Garman to Kinlock, where Garman says the officer pepper sprayed, tased, and beat him. These images are part of that federal lawsuit. Garman suffered a broken jaw. Davis's supervisor, a former Northwoods officer, was acquitted of all federal charges. He is still charged with kidnapping in St. Louis County. There is no word on a trial date at this hour.